Hi, my name is Tucker Summers. I'm 14 and I'm starting this YouTube video to mainly inspire people, and also another way to log my progress through my lifting career and how I do while I'm 14 on the way to, I don't know, like 22 or 25 or throughout my progress through my life. But we're gonna get towards that more in the end of the video. Alright, so when you clicked on this video, you saw a random guy and you didn't really know a lot about him. So this is going to be a lot about me and how I started lifting. My main goal for powerlifting is to go to the USPA Nationals. And it's not going to be this year, but it's probably going to be next year or the year after that or the year after that. But that is one of my main goals during powerlifting, and also to get a 550 pound deadlift, a 350 pound squat, and at least a 225 bench by the time I am 15. Throughout my life, I've had quite a few injuries, and starting from the beginning, first I had an ankle injury, and I didn't really have a stable ankle. It was in the last year during my football season, I kind of twisted my ankle and I had to take squats off for a while. This kind of decreased my work of progress per se throughout the time of last year. Alright, my other injuries are kind of a long story. My injuries is my right shoulder. Now this one, it's gone through time. My first one started during the last season of wrestling, school wrestling. I'm not wrestling anymore, but I dislocated my shoulder and then it popped back in, and at first I was on a little bit of a watch from my team. I took a couple matches off, but then after that, when I got into football during 8th grade, I popped my shoulder out during the middle of the season, and my coaches said, "Oh, you should be fine." So I took like 1 or 2 games out, and towards the end of the season, it happened again. Now I went to the school doctor, and he said, "Oh, you have a torn labrum. You need to get surgery." I was like, "Surgery? What? Why do I need surgery?" But my parents made me get it because I would have had more of arthritis in my shoulder, because right now I have about stage 1 arthritis in my right shoulder just because of the dislocations and it being all loose and jacked up like that. But my parents made me get the surgery, and so far I am 7 weeks out from my surgery. So if you see me in the gym on this channel doing tons of accessory work, that's why. Now, talking about sports and all that stuff with injuries, I play quite a few sports in my lifetime, especially with being 14. So let's talk about that. Alright, starting right when I was a little tyke, during kindergarten, I used to play soccer. I played soccer for about 2 years. I still kind of kick around the ball, just, like have a little fun, like dribble a basketball or something. But I normally just kick around with my buddy that plays soccer, and that's all that I kind of incorporate in my life with soccer for now on. But not too long after that, I dropped soccer and picked up lacrosse. I only played like 1 year in the 1st grade, I think, but that was a while ago. So I don't really know how to like juggle a ball or something like that, if you guys know like what I'm talking about. But more coming up towards middle school, my parents finally allowed me to play football. And when I say that football is one of my favorite sports, it's one of my favorite sports. It's stuck with me, and this year's my 2nd season playing football. It's kind of, I don't know how you describe it. It's mind-waking to you when you have a big injury during like only your 2nd season during a sport. But after my football season last year, I decided, oh, well, my buddies are wrestling, and why don't I wrestle, because I don't want to do anything else than just like, train. So I picked up wrestling, and this is a big part of my life that's changed me from where I was to where I am now. Other than football and wrestling, I picked up baseball when I was about 9 years old. I've been playing baseball. I'm not sure if I can this season because my shoulder dislocation and surgery, but it stuck with me. I loved it. I'm not sure if I'm still going to be playing travel ball, but I will for sure be playing school ball, so you might be able to see a little bit of footage later on. Yeah, those are the 3 sports I play, besides from the one major one that I'm going to be talking about. Now here's the one big sport that I play. It is powerlifting. It's one of my favorite sports I've tried. How I started is this kind of a funny story. I was on TikTok and I saw this big guy lifting like 600 pounds off the ground. I was like, I wonder where he did that. It's a little crazy, but I figured out that it was powerlifting meet. I was like, what the hell is that? So I looked it up and I saw all the records that were on there, and I was like, oh, I can easily do this. So I picked it up. I have 4 state records now in the state of Ohio, and I'm looking forward to take that up to nationals and probably world someday. Now moving on to what I really want this channel to be. So when I started mainly just lifting and all that stuff, my family inspired me, and like other people inspired me, like my friends and all that stuff, but the one thing that mainly inspired me was people on YouTube. And this is kind of why I'm making this YouTube channel, because I want to inspire other people that don't really watch, like let's say David Lade, Jesse James West, all those people. But I want to be another source to people that can be like, oh, I want to look up to that guy, or I want to be that guy one day. I want to be that guy that like can change somebody's life, and even if I'm not knowing it. But it's gonna be a long journey. I'll post up another video of my transformation, because I used to be about 190 pounds at, I think it was like 5'8", and I used to be like obese, and it wasn't good. And now I am 145 pounds at 5'9", deadlifting 380 pounds at the age of 14. It's crazy. Aside from inspiration, I kind of want this channel to be a log for where I am now to where I'm gonna be. So I am 14 years old. In perspective, I am so young to other people that are on this platform. I am 14 and a lot of people are like, I don't know, probably like 50 or 60. There's a lot of older people that are lifting, but give it to like just James West or Anthony Mantello. They're like in their 20s and doing amazing. But I want to vlog from where I am at 14 to where I am at like, I don't know, 28. I want to have a big drastic change, and I just want to play on this platform of YouTube and see where I go. That's about to wrap it all up, and see you guys later.